The Los Angeles Rams are one of the most fascinating teams in the NFL. Head coach Sean McVay has his squad in, quote, all in, unquote, mode, pushing the chips forward with aggressive blockbuster veteran additions while simultaneously planning for the long-term future. General manager Les Snead shocked the league by trading for reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett. Paired with a rising core, Garrett adds immediate, overwhelming pass rush power. He is currently managing a minor knee issue, but is expected back at practice next week. The Rams fixed their biggest 2025 weakness by securing elite cornerbacks Trent, McDuffie, and Jaylen Watson from Kansas City. Legendary defensive lineman Aaron Donald has already dropped by for 2 workouts with the team, while Sean McVay notes there is, quote, no new news, unquote. The possibility of Donald, coming out of retirement to play alongside Garrett remains a massive storyline. Are the Rams the favorite to win both the Super Bowl and the division with the addition of Myles Garrett? What say the people's champ?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the reigning MVP on the other side of the ball, still
Absolutely.
spinning it like nobody's business.
Yeah, man.
They were able to re-sign Higbee.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's a good deal.
Excellent tight end. Yep.
Hopefully Puka's healthy physically and mentally.
Yep.
This season.
Yep. I think he will be, and he's going to be playing for a contract.
Right. And approaching his prime.
Yep.
And then, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, getting Myles Garrett and presenting him with the proposition of playing meaningful football.
Right.
Should be a scary thought for everyone, not just in the NFC West, but, you know, everyone that's got the Rams on their calendar this season.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's doing what he's doing for the Browns.
Right. Right.
You know, imagine him highly motivated.
Yeah.
So, and then again, like just the steel chair shots with getting McDuffie and Watson is just like, you know, like you already hooked the leg. Now y'all pulling the trunks too. So
And what about the Aaron Donald cherry on top?
I mean, I'm just not even trying to even put that in the universe, because then we're starting to approach like unwatchable. You know what I mean? Like I'll just tune in January.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I may check out the weekly game of the week here and there, but in terms of intense fan interest, it would just really turn into whatever. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, man.
Now, how is that? Like, is there like a deadline? Can they like put him like ever like a reserve type?
Well, let's talk about
and
it,
then
man.
activate him late. Like, how does that exactly work?
An Aaron Donald return could create arguably the most terrifying defensive front in NFL history. For a decade, Donald faced near constant double and triple teams, pairing him with reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett forces opposing offenses into impossible choices. The most significant obstacle to making the comeback official is Donald's remaining contract. He still has 1 year left on his post-Super Bowl contract worth $30 million. Fitting that massive sum under the cap alongside Garrett's contract requires serious financial gymnastics from the front office. Head coach Sean McVay has emphasized there is no, quote, invisible deadline, unquote, for Donald to make his final decision. The future Hall of Famer is purely using these August workouts to see how his body handles football-specific pad contact before giving a definitive yes or no.
Okay.
So let me ask the people's champ, man. Do you expect Aaron Donald to return to the Rams? If so, how effective do you think he will be, and in what capacity?
Okay, so how old is Donald?
35.
35. Okay. So we've had about 2 years off?
I believe, yes.
$30 million.
Mm-hmm.
He can probably come back after their bye or something.
I mean, yeah, like, you know.
Or would they do somewhere he like plays home games?
I mean, like, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, like, I think, you know, he would come back for week 1 because, you know, I think maybe he would play 25 snaps a game, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know how done he was with football when he retired the first time. I guess I would be led to think there's some curiosity there, or does he feel that Myles Garrett is that good? And maybe, he's got, like us, some fan in him where he starts to kind of fantasize what that could look like on the field.
Right.
But, if his body capable of making it look like how he and we are envisioning it at 35, I think, that's the question.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect that. I mean, the dude is a gym rat. He still looks incredible.
Yeah, I've seen his workouts. Yeah. Like he can still toss around grown men.
I remember Jerry Verse, that very famous press conference that Jerry Verse did when he was talking about he went to work out with Aaron Donald, and he was like, no, he was like, I'm never doing that again.
Right.
He was like, dude, he was like, we worked out, and he was like, you ready to work out?
Yeah, dude.
And he was like that because that was just a warm up. And he was like, oh no. He was like, man, he said, I ran back to the facility. Like, don't let him in the facility, bro. I don't want to see him again.
And the thing about it is, if he can come back and be Aaron Donald,
yeah.
Oh man.
He don't even have to come back and be Aaron Donald.
Oh man.
He can be some version of Aaron Donald, and that would still like as good as they already are. Like they got Braden Fisk. Like Braden Fisk is a monster.
But it's like Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like we were robbed of seeing like Jerome Brown and Reggie White,
right,
prime, just taking people's heads off.
Yeah.
And like this might be
some version of that.
Some version of that.
Yep.
Because we know that Myles is at his peak.
Yeah.
And like I said, like you say, Donald don't even have to be close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he don't even have to be the Aaron Donald of all. What you got, nephew?
That's scary.
It would be funny if all of this is just Aaron Donald getting ready to go train at Diamond Gym for one day.
I mean, listen, as a Detroit Lions fan, I certainly hope that's the situation. I do not want Aaron Donald back on a football field
at all.
But unfortunately, I expect him to return. I expect him to return in a limited capacity, though. Like, I think like maybe 20 snaps a game, obvious pass rushing situations, and I expect that to ramp up in the playoffs.
For $30 million.
Yeah.
Can't turn it down.
Yeah.
Bro.
I expect that to ramp up in the playoffs, and I do expect him to be effective. Like I expect him to use him situationally.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
a Merc.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's going to be purely situational. And I think that, he can still be great situationally because, it's like riding a bike. He don't forget how to do it
now.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Von Miller, 40 years old. He just got signed by who? The Cowboys? Yep. And he had 9 sacks last year.
Well.
So, yeah, I think that Aaron Donald can do so. He's going to be used situationally. He will be good situationally. And God help us all.
Damn, Von Miller 40.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Let's get to the 49ers, man. And let's all touch and agree and hope that Aaron Donald does not return.
Right.
Because the Rams are good enough without him.